Hello everyone, my name is Maginator, and as you can see I just recently hit Emerald with my Ekko and Fight team in 2xKO, and I wanted to make a detailed guide for other people who just started or are struggling to climb the ranks with this team. First we will discuss controller setup, then combo notations, then the early climb with Sidekick views to Platinum, starter combos, defense, and easy tips and tricks. After that, we'll be covering the climb from Platinum to Emerald and the switch to Freestyle, combo ender explanations and where you can experiment with your preferences, advanced combos, block strings and mix-ups, and after that some resets. All the subjects will be in the description below, so you can skip towards the part you are looking for. But before we start, I have a few disclaimers. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so this video will be very basic and amateur in the editing department. This is more of a fun little project for me. Also, I'm not a native speaker, so my apologies if I use the wrong term or words, or if my accent is too much. If you have any questions about something, put them in the comments and I will answer them there. We will not be discussing pro tactics and not everything will be 100% optimal. This guide is for people who want to get started in their climb rank journey, not for people who want to improve to pro levels. In my opinion, you can better learn 90% optimal combos and tactics, which you can perform 100% of the time, than to learn 100% optimal stuff and always drop them. Everything that I show here is mostly catered to being able to pick up anywhere in a match, no matter how awkward the confirm is. With all of that out of the way, let's start with the guide. Let's start with your controller setup and the explanation of notations. First, find a way that the buttons make sense to you. If default feels fine, then you can leave it like that, but I personally like my specials at one side of the controller and I like to have my dash macro close to my combo inputs for when I use a dash in a combo. You can copy my setup like you see on screen now, but this is a very personal thing, so try to find and experiment what feels good for you. Second, combo notations. For some, this is already known, but for new people in fighting games, sometimes you see numbers before action in the notations. For example, 6S1 or 2H. This correlates to the arrow keys on your controller. 2H simply means down heavy, or 6S1 means forward special 1. To make it easy, think of a numpad on the keyboard and we follow the numbers how they are on a numpad. So 1 is down back, 2 is down, 3 is down forward, 4 is back, 5 is neutral or nothing, 6 is forward, 7 is up back, 8 is up, and 9 is up forward. It's also possible to see something like 6-6. This means forward forward, or in other words, a dash forward. Now let's talk about the views Sidekick. If you are very new to 2xKO, I would advise you to learn one champion at a time instead of two. When you are already a bit further, you can of course play Ekko and Fight together with the freestyle views. With the Sidekick views, you have the luxury to just focus on one champion and also get accustomed to using assist in your gameplay. That's why I recommend it over the Juggernaut views. I personally went with Ekko as my starter champion and I climbed to Platinum with the combos I'll show you in a bit. I also have 3 suggestions for the assist champion when playing Sidekick. You can choose of course Vi, so that you can get used to her assists already. Or you can choose for Yasuo and Braum. When you are still learning, it can be tough fighting against zoners, like Caitlyn or Jinx. With the Yasuo and Braum back assist, you can have a shield against the zoners to give yourself a breathing moment to make your plan of attack. Some things to know about the Sidekick views is that it gives you a 20% extra HP and that you also take 25% less damage when you are at 500 health or less. Also, your break is instantly a Fury break. Besides that, your assist can also be charged, Just hold the button and they do a run up before they do their assist like this. This also works when doing the back assist. This is very nice for specific placements for your shields. Also, you can chain supers. This is very nice when the enemy is very low and you just need a little bit of extra damage to finish him off. Just press the super twice. Now, let's start with some combos that are easy to do and can be used anywhere. On defense I can be very short. I'll link some videos in the description which helped me a ton. These videos will go in depth about retreating guard, block push and parrying. There's also one which goes a little bit more in detail about the most annoying moves and how to counter them. Lastly, if there's a character you have a lot of trouble with, try to look them up on YouTube and how to counter them. There will be a lot of videos with titles like How to Deal with Yasuo. Then also a few tips and tricks. Ekko is really fast, especially in Fury. Rush people down if you can. Also, the medium of Ekko is way bigger than you think. Don't be afraid to just try and hit people from a little distance and you'll be surprised how many people you catch out with it. Also, when you send people flying, run after them and just grab them. You will grab a lot of people, especially in the lower ranks. With Vi, don't be afraid to just send out your special one. If you hit somebody, immediately super S1 and it will be a free 350 damage. In the lower ranks, you can also use the 6S1 freely without assist. In later ranks, this will be punished, but for now, you can just use it and start your combo like that. Vi can also punish raw supers and zoners, just randomly shooting projectiles with her S1 super. I'll show you 3 supers, which you will encounter often, and I'll also show a projectile punish. Just know that there are way more moves you can punish, just try it and you'll be amazed how many people you catch out. This works because she has a lot of invulnerability frames on her super. This is amazing because it also works almost full screen. Just throw this a few times against spammers and they'll not know what to do anymore. Downside is that it costs bar, so make sure you get a lot of limit strike. Something else which is good on Vi is her jump heavy. It's very strong and it's a 50-50. You can hit people at the front or the back, so they need to pick where to defend. This is very strong, so just don't be afraid to throw it out there. Check your opponent if they are ready to 2H it. If not, abuse it. You can make the safer with assists, of course. Let's talk about corner Oki next. With Vi, I use her jump heavy in the corner as well, especially when people are using the get up attack a lot. With Vi and Ekko, I also sometimes just stand back a little and engage with a well-timed medium. This beats when they use get up attack, forward roll, or do nothing. The last thing we can do is the S2 super of Ekko, which are his clones. I'm no master in this and use it far too little. I suggest if you want to get better at this, you look up a specialized guide. But I have two options for you to get you started. The first is an overhead low mix-up and the second is a grab, which also beats back roll. Hopefully, congratulations, you've reached Platinum, but you might hit a wall playing Sidekick Ekko. Now's the time you switch to freestyle and start to learn Vi as well. Be prepared, here's where the grind really starts, because people in Platinum become pretty good. They got good combos, start to punish unsafe moves, and play more aggressive. To combat this, we need a game plan. We have two goals in Platinum. 1. Have more damage, so we can 2-touch the whole cast, and 2. Open people up consistently through block strings, mix-ups and resets. This is what the rest of the guide will focus on. How Vi and Ekko work is that we are going to use Vi to get in, have a lot of corner carry and end the combo with Ekko in the corner, so that we can mix them up with the Ekko S2 clone super. But first we are going to talk about combo variations. It will take a lot of time to show all the full combos and their variations depending on how you want to end it. Some examples are, one character is already dead, do you need more bars so you go for a limit strike, or do you want to max amount of damage? So instead, what I will do is show all the different places in the combos where you can go for a variation, what your options are, and finally in the advanced combo part of this video, I will try to end all the combos in tech launchers or limit strikes, so that you can see where the end of the combo is. I will also show 1 Meterdump combo for each champion, so that you know where you can get the most damage. If we end a combo with Vi, we almost always want to end it with a slouch. We can create a slouch with a charged grab or charged S1. We can get these from 2H, a tech launcher, or in a freestyle combo. I will show all the options now and what you can do with them later. The only exception is with a happy birthday. When Vi gets launched with a happy birthday, we want to do a charged heavy. I will show this one at the end as well. So first the tech launcher creates a slouch, then the 2H, and then the charge S1. Now I will show you the follow-ups on the slouch. Remember, you can do all these from the charge grab as well, but I'll show them from the charge S1. Very rarely, the slouch into the S1 into Super or Ultimate doesn't work. If this happens, default to the S2, which are the rapid punches, option. When Vi gets tech launched, she has three options. She can do the charge grab, which we already discussed. She can do the heavy into a normal grab into her S2 Super, or she can do a charged heavy into S2, into her S2 Super, or a Ultimate. This final one is also the one that's very good for happy birthdays. I will show them now. With all these variations out of the way, we can now move on to the advanced combos. Now I will show you two Meterdump combos. One starts with Ekko and one starts with Vi. You'll notice that both end with the Vi level 3. Ekko mostly uses his meter in the corner for mix-ups or for his B&B combos. If you want to use a level 3 with Ekko, just use it in a meterless version of these combos and end the combo with Ekko. Also, the one with Vi as the starter seems to do a little less damage. This is because we start with a light and the Ekko version starts with a medium. I choose to show the light version of Vi because I often connect with lights with her. If you start a combo with a medium, they do almost the same amount of damage. Now I'll show you 3 block strings with some mix-ups in them. They are not 100% true block strings, but I've yet to find someone who blocks or defends everything, and I've never been punished. If you climb higher, you need to clean these up, but for now they are fine. I almost never have to do the whole string. Most of the times people get already hit in the middle of the string. I also have 2 cheesy resets you can do. I usually use them at the end of a close match or round when I have one champion left. You cannot overuse these resets since they can be easily defended, but use them when you need to steal the match. When people don't tech your air grab but tech forward in the air, simply back jump and still grab them to counter this. If they tech your grab, you reset to neutral, so this isn't that bad of an outcome anyway. It might be punishable, but I've never been punished for it before, so I suggest using it. Lastly, as general advice, try to find high level players who play Ekko Vi as a team and watch their matches. You'll learn a ton from just watching them play. When new combo routes are found, you'll see them in those matches, and you'll also see how they play neutral. I personally like the playstyle of Dizzy MX and Nokka. I will link a match from both these players in the description, but I highly advise to watch more players. I also recommend the channels TJ Puma and Andy FGC. TJ Puma has some great beginner Vi videos, and Andy FGC coaches people from all ranks and posts these sessions. I will link the video that helped me a ton, but all these videos are very insightful. And that brings me to the end of the video. I will now end the video with a replay of a match I played, which shows some of the things I talked about in this video. I played a match far from perfect, but it has some good examples of how the tips of the video helped you win games. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you have any questions or this video helped you in any way, please leave it in the comments.